Hey everyone, welcome to the Movie Throne. I'm your host, the one and only King Kansas, here to bring you another TV season review. Yes, I finally bit the bullet, spent another 8 hours to complete this season viewing. What the hell am I talking? I'm talking about The Boys Season 2. As you guys followed me, last video I did season 1, spent another 8 hours, watched it, loved it, couldn't wait to jump into this and see where this will take us next, or take the boys next on their journey of getting vindication, trying to take down Homelander and the S7 and all those other scummy little players and stuff like that. And boy, does this deliver! And I am so happy to tell you guys that last video was not, well, was major spoilers. Let's just say that this one's going to be the same, but it's not going to be 24 minutes. I promise you that. It's going to be a lot less. I'm going to get to the points. I'm going to tell you key highlight moments for myself, review it to you guys without blowing everything. There's so many things that go down. Storylines get very complicated. One thing is connect to another. You got comedy relief. You got gruesome, violent scenes. Holy crap. I don't think I've seen that many violent scenes in my life. Like, oh my god, there's one scene that reminds me of, if you guys are Game of Thrones fans, the Red Supper. Holy crap, there's a scene like that near the end of this season, but oh my god, I'll get to that when I get to it. Where do I start? Well, the team is kind of like trying to recover from the last season. They're trying to survive. They're all wanted by everybody. They're being hunted down. They're hiding. They're living under, of all places, a porn store to kind of lay low from everybody else. Starlight is kind of like with Huey, not with Huey. She's still doing this spy thing with him, at the dismay of his team members that don't want him to associate with her because they can't trust her. They seem that they can't trust her. You have, what's his name? The Butcher, who finds his wife and kid and is dropped in the middle of who knows where, tries to find them. He ends up doing so. He does find his wife. They have that conversation. They get together, and he kind of has a little bit of a hesitation because he doesn't really want it to be him, her, and her son. He just wants it, the two of them. So he kind of has a little resentment there. So he's trying to wheel and deal his way of kind of to work something out to get back his wife and to kind of take out Homelander, because he knows if Homelander's around, that's not going to happen. So he still has that vendetta. He's dealing with family issues. His mom comes in the picture. His aunt comes in the picture. Was a hilarious scene. I think his aunt is a drug dealer. Let's just say that, which was hilarious. You see his dog that he's close to. Black Noir is more involved in this. You have a lesbian. I don't know what the kind of angle there. They'll twist and do everything, that organization that the S7's a part of. They're making Dawn of Justice League, but actually Dawn of the Seven. So they're trying to make more movies to promote Homelander and the team. And there's a lot of people, like pieces of the puzzle, going in and out. The Deep's still not part of the team. He's still isolated. He's a part of the church. Gets married, for God's sakes, which is hilarious. Love what they did with that character. A-Train gets kicked out later on. Homelander ends up finding out that he has heart problems and stuff, and he kind of throws it in his face. He can't trust anybody, so he starts to eliminate everybody. There's a new member that this guy took over, Edgar. He's like a general or some crap. He takes over the organization, and he kind of brings this new character, Stormfront, there, a female character. So they play that up too. That, like, three powerful girls, and they were kind of thing. And he was kind of getting jealous because he was being left out of the spotlight. And he's like, "Who's this bitch?" Pretty much taking the limelight from me, and everybody likes her, and she's doing all these memes and all this crap and leaving him in the dust. And then he gets caught on film, which is probably a little bit of her doing, just like backstabbing everybody. Trust me, she has dirt on everybody, but we don't know that till a little bit later, the truth about her, because the team ends up trying to find this Liberty chick who apparently is some sort of Nazi, and when they do find out the truth, big spoilers, guys, she is Liberty, who managed to live on, and she's still young. So she went from Nazi to American hero, like racist as hell. I'll tell you right now. Oh my God. Uh, Team members go their own little way, and then they come back. You still have resentment between Huey and sorry, Billy. But they end up getting back close together because he realizes that, you know what, it's a love-hate thing, that he needs someone like that to set him straight. And I think his wife kind of hints at him a little bit at that, and he kind of realizes it then, because there's a scene that he does get hurt in the hospital, and him, Starlight, and whatever, they bring her along, and she takes a chip out of her neck. Holy crap, is that gross? We get introduced to many characters, guys. There's Stormfront, which is the major catalyst of this whole season. Bitch. I'll just say that. Then you have, what's his name? Mr. Sean Ashmore, Iceman in the X-Men, but in this one he's kind of like a pyro guy called Lamplight, I think, like that. He was one of the original guys who kind of got kicked out, and he was called the nurse at the original, and they're kind of doing like these experiments on people, because apparently instead of injecting babies, they want to be able to create some sort of compound V and just inject adults, and they can either become superheroes or supervillains. It's all about business, according to the general Edgar there, that we find out again. It's reconfirmed later on. You got different players in and out that the Butcher associates himself with. Oh my God, I'm telling you, it's just so much. And then we get introduced to this congresswoman. Wow. That secret alone near the end, you're crazy stuff. She's connected to the major things. So back and forth action, people getting killed. You have Homelander not trusting anybody. He's still continuing his visiting with his kid, trying to get the kid away from the mother to kind of follow his way. And then he realized that he needs his mother. Like, I'm telling you, it's a up and down. He ends up getting together with, after hating her guts, Stormfront. They end up having a little love-hate relationship there that's kind of rough, and I'm telling you, it's weird and wacky. That lasts all the way to the end. You have Kamiko, that's the Asian girl that they were chasing, who had the superpowers, and she can heal herself like Wolverine. They end up tracking down the villain, which is her brother. So that was a whole scene and a half there. They took the Queen Maeve, or whatever her name is, her relationship, and put it forefront and center, that it's cool to be gay, and let's kind of like shove that down people's throats. So anything they can use as propaganda and get their business ahead, they do so. I'm telling you, it's crazy. So one thing leads to another. They're digging. They find out this, Liberty chick is actually Stormfront. They expose her. She goes ape shit. When I mean ape shit, oh my God, the last episode, let's just go to the last episode, because I'm leaving so much out, guys. I'm telling you right now, you got to check it out for yourself. But there's just so much to remember. I'm just telling you guys what stands out in my mind. The last episode is phenomenal. So he ends up spending time with his kid. He takes the kid away the episode before, Homelander and Stormfront. So they try to be parents or whatever the hell they're trying to do. I don't even know what to tell you. They take this kid out and whatever to explore the real world. He hasn't been there. They get mobbed by all these fans and stuff. The kid goes nuts. He ends up flying to some sort of cabin with Stormfront there, and tries to talk to him, gets close to him, trying to teach him how to use powers and stuff. Meanwhile, Rebecca, Butcher's wife, ends up escaping, finds them at their secret lair underneath the porn shop that he had mentioned to her before, makes a deal to save the kid, right? And the original deal, and this is how much of a scumbag the Butcher can be, is that he makes a deal with Edgar. He ends up meeting up with Edgar, saying, listen, I'll get you the kid, and you take him away and get him to safety. And he goes, how about the mother? Because I'm pretty sure we can get the both of them. And he's like, no. I want my wife with me. You take the kid. So you're like, what the hell? That's how cutthroat he can be. But that's not only it. Then you got the church, the Church of Enlightenment, or whatever the hell it's called, with Alistair. He ends up showing up. He's like the leader of the, I want to call it cult place, that the Deep is in there recovering, getting all better, and putting up this BS thing. A-Train ends up joining, and it's hilarious. At the beginning, it looks like he's getting screwed by the church, A-Train, that he was not going to get into the S7, because he was doing both of them were doing it to get into the Super 7 again, which it looked like the Deep was going in. But because of A-Train overhears this whole bullshit conversation, he ends up getting dirt on Stormfront, which he gives to Starlight and Huey to expose on the news, which goes down. She takes off from where they were gathering as a family there to deal with this crap. She finds out the truth, so she's doing that. Then you got, oh my god, Homelander getting distracted with the kid. They put some sort of sonic frequency that hurts their damn ears or some shit like that. He goes to solve that, leaves the kid exposed. They go grab the kid, the butcher and Rebecca, his wife. But as they're loading the kid up in the car, he tells her, listen, the original deal was for me to take the kid and with the Edgar and shit like that, but he didn't. He reneged on it. He just goes, let me deal with her. You take, he tells Milk. I call it Mother's Milk. That's the gentleman's name. I trust you to take her and the kid and drive him off to go meet Carol or whatever. I can't even remember her name, man. But the CIA agent that he's been working with there. But, oh my God. And as she's driving, they're driving off, Stormfront comes, blows the shit out of the car. The car flips down a couple of times. They get out. He goes to Butcher to go save her and whatever. And then there's a big-ass scrap, which is phenomenal. Chick fight is all I'm going to say. The three girls, well, two girls originally go after Stormfront. And then all of a sudden, Queen Maeve shows up, lays the smackdown beating on Stormfront, whatever the crap it is, the three of them, and then she ends up retreating, headed to the forest where the butcher and his wife with the kid are running away to get away to safety while they hold them off. She confronts them. She grabs Rebecca by the throat. The kid's watching this, okay? Everybody's getting the shit kicked out, and that can do. And the kid sees that his mother is in danger. The kid lights up his eyes and fires. And then seconds later, we could see Stormfront basically with no arms and legs, man, fried to a crisp basically. You can still see she's alive and gibbering there in German or Nazi or whatever the hell she's going on. And then we could see his mother, Rebecca, holding her neck on the tree. He gets her. He got her. He just doesn't have no control over his powers. And he not only took out the Nazi, took out his mother by accident. As she's dying there, she makes Butcher promise to take care of him, keep him safe, and not let him grow up like Homelander, keep him away and stuff. So those were her lying wishes, and that kind of stuck with him. But then, as he's grabbing the damn crowbar, thinking that, you know what, he wants to do this kid in for killing his wife on him, who shows up? Homelander. He ends up finding out where they're headed off to. He took out all the guys in the cabin, like one by one. He finds out that Edgar had something to do with it, and he's like carving them all up. Holy shit. So he ends up all bloodied there, confronting these two. And as he goes to grab the kid, he goes, that's my kid. Get the hell lost. Queen Maeve shows up. She flashes the phone that she has with the footage of him letting those people die on the airplane, saying, listen, you gotta let them go, or I'm gonna expose this thing, and then nobody's gonna ever look the same at you and love you like they cherish you ever again. You're going to leave Starlight and all these other guys alone, including your kid, or else. So he has no choice. He backs down. And the funny part is that at the end, they're at a press conference. They kind of blame everything on Stormfront, that she was a Nazi. It was all her, A, B, and C. Starlight was accused wrongly, pardoned. They're all part of a team, all happy. Then we go back to Alistair's place. Oh, wait, I forgot one. There's a trial, guys. I'm jumping ahead a little bit. This is a Red Death trial. They had gotten a witness to testify, one of the doctors there to testify that, listen, yeah, these guys are behind this whole fiasco of Compound V and all this crap, and it was the VOT organization behind it and creating all these Super Sevens and villains. But before they can go off, holy crap, all of a sudden, just before he can open his mouth, the lawyer, his head blows up. Everybody's head starts blowing up and all that crap. As all of them, Homelander and there are right there, guys. Blood everywhere. They go to, they fade to black. And that's when we find out later on who the hell it is. Because we're wondering, what villain's behind it? Who's behind it? So they're all panic and they create all this videos and stuff. How to survive a villain attack. It's hilarious. An infomercial kind of shit. a service announcement with the police department, which was hilarious with Homelander. I was like, come on, man. But it was so cheesy, but done so right. Anyways, now, after that whole press conference, we go to Alistair, the guy who's in charge of the church thing. He's sitting down with A Train and the Deep. And I swear to God, guys, it is the funniest. The Deep was in. He was right in. A Train was the one who's left out. Now it's the other way around. A Train gets in because Alistair goes after the A Train saying, you're the one who exposed them. You know what? Great. That's what they need. They need a Nazi propaganda angle or something like they're working for business. It's good for business. And what happens after that? They leave. The Deep is all pissed off now. He's exiled and kicked out like the Archer guy, the Eagle the Archer guy. You know, that he's a misfit and all this crap. He explodes. He leaves or whatever. So A-Train ends up making it in. He gets tossed to the side now. It's like, what the hell's going on? As they leave the room, he gets on the phone, Alistair, and he's talking to the congresswoman. You're like, are you serious? And before they hang up and you can finish the sentence, what happens? His head blows up. And I'm like, no. You look out the window and it's the congresswoman using her powers, blowing his head up. And you find out right there and then he or she is responsible for that whole massacre that went down there. And she's behind it. My God. So anyways, so then from there, it kind of fades to black. She goes, does her own thing. You go to Huey, they have a conversation with Annie that they're going to be together and stuff like that. He's just going to, do stuff for himself and land on his own 2 feet. Keep away from the group a little bit. Butcher ends up letting the kid go with his friend, the CIA agent lady there that he used to work with to be taken care of. He maybe gets an offer a job at the government level. We don't know what's going to go on there. So that's what happens there. Huey goes with there. You got Frenchie and Kamiko end up going on a vacation somewhere. You have Milk. That's what I call him. Mother's Milk. He ends up going back to his family. And then you have Homelander doing his stupid, crazy-ass scene, which I don't think they needed to do it. They could have just had him just pissed off or whatever, but he was doing something crazy-ass. Let's just say that on top of a building. I'm going to leave it at that. You guys can watch it for yourself and decide if you agree with me or not. And then it goes to Huey actually going to the congresswoman who's running to get reelected and stuff to get a job. And that's where we leave it off, that, hey, you really want a job? You have anything to do with the boys anymore? He's like, no, I'm just here for a job. So she offers him a job, and then it fades to black, and that's pretty much it. That's where the end of season 2 happens. So my final thoughts, very damn good season. I would probably say it's on par with season 1. So I don't know at this moment if I like season 1 better than season 2. Season 2 is more memorable because it's more violent and just more complicated with things. It's not funny. The first one's to introduce you to these characters, and it was still damn good. This one continues it. I can't wait to see what goes down in 2021 with season 3. I'm looking forward to it. All the actors brought it. You guys will not be disappointed. I think you guys will highly love it, and I highly recommend you guys checking this out. So that is my review. I give it 2 thumbs up. Just as good as the first, if not better at moments. No slowing down at all. 8 episodes of madness, glory, chaos, violence. Everything wrapped up in a nice bow for you guys to watch. So go check it out. It's on Amazon Prime. Actors did their job. Storyline's phenomenal. What a great series. I'm glad I discovered it thanks to Dr. Movies there, Mr. Movies himself. He says, check it out. And I'm like, nah, forget it. It's another stupid superhero crap, which didn't interest me. But I'm glad I checked it out, and you guys should check it out too. So I highly recommend it. Loved it. I give it a damn thumbs up. Probably one of the best series out there right now. That's not on Netflix or Disney Plus or anything. It's on Amazon Prime. Worth the money just for that. Go see it. So there you go, guys. That is my TV season review on The Boys Season 2. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Go in the comment section. Tell me what you guys thought about it. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Check out my other content, my other TV show season reviews, my spoiler reviews, Theater 31 reviews, my movie recommendation videos right here on a weekly basis on the Movie Throne. Check out the podcast Outlaws. 2nd episode should be dropping this week. It's going to be good. I think it's going to have to do something with spies. We'll just leave it at that, and go from there. Tune in, tune out, whatever. What do you want? It's whatever you guys like. So tune in, subscribe. You know the drill. Stay off the King's Throne. I'll see you here soon with another review on YouTube Land. Take it easy, guys.